driver, if you're 2 people to drive, take it. I know it's more money, but if you intend to have 2 drivers and you have an accident and it's actually the second driver who is driving at this moment, then you absolutely lose everything. So no insurance, nothing, and you'll have to pay for everything. So you need to have your second driver on the contract. It's for security and insurance. They consider if it's not the person that was on the contract who was driving, you lose everything. So it's very important. And sometimes some agent do it for free. Like if you've been waiting for a long time, they say, oh, okay, I'll just give you a bonus and you have a second driver for free. So you can always ask, you can pay that in advance if you prefer. It's up to you, but I totally recommend it. And for the other options, think about what you can take with you to avoid this extra cost. If you have a baby, can you take the babysit with you? Normally you can, so you will first save money, and second, you will have your babysit and not something which is absolutely dirty and disgusting used by other babies with lots of vomits on it because they don't clean it. So GPS, it's very expensive as well. I think it's about 10 euros a day depending on the company. So if you take it 10 days, again, it's extra. Can you get a car with a GPS included? You have lots and lots of cars now with GPS included, so saving money because it's included in the price. Can you just take your GPS with you? Can you take your phone? Now you can use your phone when you go abroad. So is it possible to use your phone? Is it an extra cost? And look at on the website of the company before and look at the extra things that you will have to pay if you want them, and think about if you can actually take it from home and use it so you can save money. Then you got your car, your contract, your keys, you go to your car. Most of the time you'll be all alone with your car. So very super important thing to do is check the car. When you check the car, it's not just look around in 5 seconds and then, okay, it's good. No, check the car precisely. Even if it's raining, snowing, dark, do it, because it depends. If you have the insurance, no, don't care. Just go for it. You can just check the essentials to make sure they work because you will need them. But for scratch and all that, if you have insurance, you don't care. If you decide not to take the insurance because you don't want to spend money in insurance, then you have to check every single scratch and make sure. So scratch is, you have scratch, bump. What other thing do you have? It's mostly scratch and bump. Check the windscreen if you don't see any crack. And check if sometimes you have some scratches, so it's totally normal. They don't change the car or they don't repair all the time. But you have to make sure that the scratches you see on the car, the scratches or bump or whatever you have, is on the contract. So make sure you have all the scratches are on the contract, listed on the contract. If they don't, you have to return to the desk and ask the person to write them down and confirm with a signature, because you want to make sure they will not make you pay, because they do make you pay if you don't check. I know it's unfair, but it's real life. And so make sure you got that before you leave. Check opening hours. I said that. Second driver. I said that. What type of car do you need? If you need to take, I don't know, a Surf with you, can you take a Twingo? You have to think about this as well, or think about the type of country where you go. There's lots of sun. I'm sorry for the light is not very good. It's better than rain actually, because it's been raining all morning, so it's kind of nice. I'm not complaining about the sun, just complaining about too much light for you. And what was I saying? Oh yes, the type of car. Do you need automatic car? Do you need a small, a big car, big boot? The boot is where you put things inside at the back of the car, where you put your luggage actually. the size of the boot, the number of people you are. Do you actually have 4 real seats if you're 4 people? If you're just 2, do you actually need a bigger car?